I am Sandy Parker Martinez now, and I'm here with someone that I have known for so long, Lane Lenhart. And when I was going to LA to do a workshop a million years ago, she and I did it together because she was going to do feng shui and I was going to do lighten up.
Those were the days way back then.
She jumped right into that opportunity, and I've been watching her grow. So I want you to tell me the story of i.hart.pink.
Aw, that's sweet. Yeah, I Heart Pink is sort of like a culmination of everything I've ever done in my life, come together in one platform.
So go.
So yeah, I'm thrilled at the growth and the explosion that it's had and how well it's been received. I'm just over the moon about that. Um, I guess how it started, my background is in interior design, right? So my mother, my grandmother, I'm like three generations of interior designers. And my grandmother was like one of the very first interior designers well, she started in Los Angeles. My grandfather was one of the very first realtors. So they partnered up and uh,
Perfect.
so yeah, it's pretty cool. It's back in the 40s. So then my mother followed suit. She just loves interior design. She was one of the first to do any of those DIY shows on cable. She was like at the forefront of all of that, all of those shows that you see now that are, you know, all the decorating shows. They followed my
Wow.
mother's lead. So my mother, that was it. So basically, I was born and raised, all our conversations at Christmas were about wallpaper and all our presents were wrapped in wallpaper. And so I was raised in a design family. That's how it's in my blood. My grandma, I would go to school and my room would be completely different when I came back. I was like, Mom, do you think we could keep it exactly the way for maybe a week?
How
So
fun.
I was raised that way. So then when I was in Los Angeles, I started my own design firm. I have a background in art and music and all of that. I've had success in all of those artistic areas. And so then when about 5 years ago, I was really bored. I started painting like for the first time. I remember as a child, I used to paint a lot, but like even in nursery school, they had like this play where I was only like 5. They put me in like a painter's smock and a little beret. And you had to go up and say, I am from France, bonjour, with this like painter's smock. Yeah, and it's so funny, and then there was the kid with the Mexican one, like I am from Mexico, and I am from Italy, and I was the one from France with the painter's smock. And it's just such a wild thing how that works because I ended up living in Paris too, on top of it. It's just weird. So I think I was in nursery school doing a lot of painting and creating and all of that. So I just started painting again. I was like bored and like, okay, I'm going to start painting. And it was just funny how everything I did sort of, it wasn't complete until it had the color pink in it. And it just fascinated me how like I couldn't look at a painting unless it had pink in it. So just out of like a whim, I was like, okay, let me go around the world. I'm going to go on the internet and start finding other artists who paint with the color pink. And so I started like there were so many, right? I couldn't believe it. And like all over the world. I couldn't believe how many people use that color. So I just out of just like, oh, you know what? I'm sick of myself. I don't want to talk about myself anymore. I don't want to talk about me. So I'm going to go and support artists because being an artist pretty much my whole life, a musical artist, interior design as an art. It's like I've always been looking for recognition and looking to be seen, looking to be heard, artists like that. So I figured, you know what? I'm going to go support some of these artists who I think are pretty amazing and don't have the way to be seen or really like get recognition where I feel like they deserved it. So I started iHeart Pink platform. iHeart, H-A-R-T, my last name has the word art in it. Like I'm so blessed
Yeah.
that way, right? On top of it. So I just designed my own logo just on a whim, making art, the pink art, the focal point, and I put it up. And I just like something God, call it God, which I do, just said, don't stop. Like I kept being like, what am I doing? I am like posting, and I would post like 6, 7, 8 posts a day. Like, they say on Instagram, like, don't do that, only put one. I'm like, I don't care. I just kept posting because I found so many artists that use the color pink. It was crazy. Like so God told me don't, I felt like don't stop. So I didn't. I just every day have been posting anywhere from 5 to 8 artists a day, and it's exploded. Like within a year, I've had about a year and a half. It's grown to over 27,000 followers. I know. I'm blown away. And on top of it, it's so great because I get the opportunity to hang out with really cool people who are so creative and so up to spreading joy in the world and being happy. And the color pink just does that for people. It just makes people happy and joyful, and it's a healing color. It just creates so much positivity in the world. And basically that's really what I'm up to, and helping artists who would never normally get exposure get exposure.
So
So
after the exposure, do their sales go up? Do you help them sell the art? I mean, what happens now?
yeah, I mean, that's the crazy part. So here after like 25,000 followers, I'm like, okay, like I need to do something more. Here I am just, posting daily posts of artists. So I started the i.hart.pink website, and that right now I have, I think, like 13 or 14 artists from all over the world. We have like 4 artists from Australia. We're onboarding some artists from Germany. I
And
love it.
I happened to look because I have one of your paintings and it's
Aw.
pink.
Ah,
And I thought, oh, what is she doing now? And I looked up and your tagline across or whatever it said, pink is the new neutral.
yeah.
I'm like, is it any better than that?
Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, but it is. It's like, you know what? I'm so sick, even as a interior designer, seeing these like boring neutral homes that are such the rage and they're so huge. It's like, okay, enough. It's so boring. I can't even look at those rooms anymore unless it has some splash of pink or something, colorful and fun. I don't even like I just am really up to like my phrase I say at the end of I do live Instagram painting sessions with a lot of the artists. In fact, I have one coming up with a really amazing artist on Thursday. And I'm always saying just keep painting the world pink, because as long as there's pink paintings and pink beautiful things to look at, we're going to have a happy world, right?
Oh,
So, yeah, but pink is the new neutral. It's like enough already.
you want to give them an offer, right?
Yes, 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 because I absolutely adore you. You've always been so supportive and wonderful of everything that I've done. So I really appreciate you. So this Pink Posse, we're offering the code Pink Lady 20
Okay.
is the code. So they can go and get 20% off anything in the store. Obviously, the Pink Parisian Girl, which is the one I think I painted for you, is on sale there. And I think as a Pink Posse, that's always a fun one to have. But anything in the store would be 20% off for them as my
And is
gift.
that anyone's art or is that your art or how does
No,
that work?
anyone. We have about 12 artists on the site right now. I think maybe more even. So we created a i.hart.pink pop-up shop, which is going to open soon, and it's going to be a membership driven a membership site where artists can go in for a monthly membership, which will be very, very affordable. We will put up their art and it'll be sold on posters, on mugs, on a bunch of merchandise. So artists now, all artists will have the opportunity to be seen and have merchandise sold for them.
I
So,
love that. That is so generous of you. First of all, you're a generous person,
thanks.
right? Like your heart is open and you're just like looking at the world like an artist would look at the world.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really feel like my purpose here is to really like help let other people shine. Be the facilitator to have other people shine with what they're good at and what they're here to do.
It'll
Awesome.
be just through April as a way to support what you're doing and just,
Thank
give you
you.
a push up and
Thank
let
you.
people share it with their friends and get in the middle of
Nice.
the pink movement.
Nice. I like that. I like that. Um, yes, and if they want to share the Pink Lady 20 with their friends, that's fine. It's a one per customer
Okay.
deal, but that would be fine with me if they shared it with their Pink Lady friends.
Okay.
For the month of April, it'd be wonderful. There's some amazing artists on this site too, Sandy. The art is just gorgeous.
I can't
I
wait to
mean,
go shopping.
I know. You know, the thing about it that puts me aside, that separates me, because there's a lot of people doing wall art right now, and there's some pretty great ones out there. But what I see the difference of mine is, well, A, because it's pink, right? But also, like, you're getting an opportunity to have original pieces of art. Like the art that is printed are from artists, A, from around the world that are incredible, but they're original pieces. So it's not like you're getting some poster or some print of something. You're really, and the quality of the paintings are so amazing. They actually look like real paintings.
Cool.
They're really cool. So for, not only am I letting the artist shine, but I'm also giving normal people who would love to have a normal piece of art but couldn't afford it from an original piece. They kind of get a replica of a great original piece. So they kind of feel like they own that for a great price.
I love that. Well, one of the things we're doing interviews and we're asking women, what do women need to have a great life? But in my world, it is including art. For
Wow. Yeah.
me to have a great life, it has to have art.
Yes. Pink art
Pink
specific.
art. Well, thank you so much for hopping in. I remember that painting behind you. I saw it
Oh,
in your house.
that one doesn't have any pink in it. I kind of am like, as I was getting ready, I'm like, I should probably sit in front of a pink painting, but I think maybe I'll splash some pink on that. Oh, and
Ah,
that's the thing too, is I have in my pop-up shop, we're going to have fashion too. I've partnered up with a company in Los Angeles that we have camouflage pink painter's pants where it has splatters all over them. They're so cool.
how
And
fun.
yeah, so I mean, like the endless possibilities of everything that we're doing, but specifically mostly with art. And you're right, just keep painting the world pink and put a lot of pink art on your walls, and you will be happy.
Well, I love that, and I thank you so much. And it's so great to see you. You
So
look
nice to
so
see you.
LA right now.
I do. I'm actually in Oceanside, which is a little bit south of LA. Couldn't, but yeah, you look fantastic. I'm so happy
Thank
to see
you.
you. You look really good. Very happy. It's probably because there's pink in your life,
I
right?
know. Well, and Amy says pink stands for money and love, and who doesn't need all of that?
All of that.
Yeah. So
I so
I'm
appreciate you having me here. And like all the girls, go get 20% off.
isn't it
Beautiful
so fun?
stuff.
I'm gonna go shopping. Well, I'll put it on the Pink Lady Posse. You're a member, you'll see it. And if we
Thank
have
you.
any questions, I'll tag you. But I love being with you.
Thank you. I love being with you.